My daughter was all excited about that sign she saw at the airport. It was actually over the door at a terminal and simply said, "Through these doors pass the greatest employees in the world." She said, "You know, Dad, if I worked here, that would make me feel like I was really doing a good job. I mean, to walk under that every day, it really does give you something you want to live up to." By the way, I hope you're posting the right kind of sign. I'm Ron Hutchcraft, and I want to have a word with you today about I'll become what you call me. Well, our word for today from the Word of God is from Acts chapter 4. I'm going to read beginning at verse 36, where a man gets a name change. Joseph, a Levite from Cyprus, whom the apostles called Barnabas, which means son of encouragement, sold a field he owned and brought the money and put it at the apostles' feet. Now notice, Joseph becomes Barnabas, the encourager. Well, we read about him on several occasions in the book of Acts, not the least of which is when he came with Saul of Tarsus, who had just come to Christ. And remember, Saul had been persecuting the church. He was like public enemy number one for the Christians. But, quote, when Saul came to Jerusalem, he tried to join the disciples, and they were all afraid of him. But Barnabas took him and brought him to the apostles. See, this kind of thing Barnabas does throughout his ministry. He goes on to encourage new Gentile believers in Antioch, and nobody's quite sure about them. He rehabilitates Mark when Paul fires him. The point is, the apostles called Joseph an encourager, and he just kept living up to what they called him. You know, that's a principle of human behavior. We tend to become the name we're called. There was an airline that seemed to know that when they posted, "Through these doors pass the greatest employees in the world." Hey, if you call them that, maybe they'll live up to it. That means you have at your disposal a really powerful tool for building people, or you have a destructive weapon for tearing them down. For example, what names do you call your son or your daughter? How many times have you said stupid or lazy or rebel or problem? See, you're programming them with ideas about themselves, and they may then go on to just prove you right. Think about what you've called your husband or your wife, or that person who frustrates you, that person who's so irritating, so negative. You can help change a person if you'll look for their strengths and tell them what you see. Call them that good thing. Find a name you can use to bring out their best. Maybe that person, for all their weaknesses, all of their negativeness, maybe they're obnoxious, but are they generous? Or maybe they're sensitive, or maybe they fight for their family, or they care about hurting people, or maybe they're a person of conviction, or they're organized. Maybe they have a great smile, or a great spirit, or maybe they've got a budding talent. Would you tell them what you see? You know, would they make a great Christian if they turned their mind and talents toward Christ? Sometimes I've told people that. You know, you'd make a great follower of Jesus. And they look surprised. And then I tell them their qualities that would make them a great follower of His. With a mind like yours, with a gift like yours, oh, what a follower of Christ you would be. That's good stuff. Tell the people around you who they could be with the strengths that they have, even if you only see like a little bit of that strength. Because by naming it, you can nurture it. Look at those people close to you as if they're wearing a big old sign that says, "I'll become what you call me."